Oh, hey. Welcome back to our daily dose of morphine. Crash Bandicoot, starring Crash Bandicoot.
Oh,
My name is Stephen
hi.
Hawking. I just realized he's passed away now.
Instead of his body's motionless now for the reason of death instead of a disease.
Welcome back to Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, come on, it's not too soon.
Oh, what if the people watching get offended by such disgrace?
I mean, Stephen Hawking's been dead for a minute, but also his legs have been dead for
Oh
longer.
my gosh.
Man, I'm such a quotable person.
Yeah, they're like sadists.
Oh, Grandpa, thanks.
Thanks, Papa.
Papa, pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
What?
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Party time.
Yeah,
A shot.
right.
Right. I'm sorry. I fell.
I'm saying, Mr. Snip. I would watch a reboot of those movies with Mike Myers and Dana Carvey
Yes,
in their
please.
60s.
I'm not sure what they've been up to lately.
Not much.
Since I'm the guy not playing the game, I have my hands free. Let's see what Mike Myers has been doing. Aside from the amazing movie second to none, known as The Cat in the Hat, starring Mike Myers.
Don't you forget the Love Guru now. The movie that literally killed his career.
Well, he was in Bohemian Rhapsody, and he was in a movie called Terminal. Aside from that, since 2008, he's only been in Inglourious Bastards, so the Quentin Tarantino movie, the fourth Shrek, which you can give or take, and then a couple short films and documentaries.
Well, you could definitely take the fourth Shrek. Don't give it. I wouldn't give that to my worst enemy.
As for,
Hey, he is making another Shrek film.
I mean, I'm not opposed. Even though the fourth one wasn't great, I'll watch another one.
I stopped after 3.
The fourth isn't great. Three is good. Second one's the best one. First one's a classic, in my opinion.
Dude, the second one is so good. I'm so glad you said that.
Second one's the best one. I will fight anyone who disagrees. Like, first one's a classic. Like, you gotta start there. But the second one, like, the characters get more defined. The characters they add on are, like, not forced. And then the comedy is better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the comedy's better too. Plus, I think the fairy godmother's a better villain than Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, I can agree with that,
As
too.
much as I love Lord Farquaad.
Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Because he's really not a menacing villain.
No.
He's really just funny.
Not to mention Prince Charming's, like, the perfect, like, whiny brat to counter the fairy godmother's, like, menace, too.
True. Plus, there was a a bonus feature where the characters on the DVD
Sang Far Far
sing
Away
along.
Idol.
Yes!
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Dude, it was so good. I don't know if you can find it on YouTube or anything, but like Prince Charming would sing, "I'm
Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So
For my shirt,
sexy
so
it
sexy,
hurts.
it hurts."
My favorites were like the ones that would make it like kind of ironic that they were singing it. So like Puss in Boots would do the Walk All Over You. His boots are made for
Yep.
walking. And then the Big Bad Wolf sings Duran Duran. And I'm hungry like the wolf.
The Three Blind Mice were in it too.
We can see clearly now the rain is gone.
The rain is gone.
And then
Donkey's in it. I forget what Donkey
he
sings.
did Disco Inferno,
Oh yeah, duh.
which Eddie Murphy, if you're out there watching this video, I know you're not, but just in case, you should do more music, man. You're amazing. Even if people don't take you seriously with your music abilities, you're amazing.
Hey, Eddie Murphy is a known fan of obscure Crash Bandicoot walkthroughs in 2020 on YouTube.
He's one of the subscribers, right meow.
Yep.
Thanks, Eddie Murphy.
He created as many accounts as your wife did to subscribe to our channel.
Hey, don't share our secrets, man.
Eddie Murphy, friend of the show.
I watched some of his Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood sketches today.
Yep.
Gosh, Eddie Murphy's he's amazing.
Who is it?
Here's how he answered the door in my neighborhood. Who is it?
Hey there, children. Today's word is eviction notice.
The word of today is ransom. Like, I ran in some guy's yard and stole some dog from it.
By the way, here's a new segment, Sean's obscure office quote of the day. In the murder episode, when Aaron is Nellie Bootram, the slutty character in the murder mystery. There's a part where Meredith comes up and goes, "How about a threesome?" And Aaron goes, "Sure, my boudoir's always open." And that's something that my brother and I will just say to each other all the time. My boudoir's always open.
Something you don't say to your brother, man.
Well, clearly, my childhood was way worse than yours.
Say what you want to say. My 4 brothers and I have never said that to each other.
Your brothers are also significantly younger.
That is true.
My brother and I are a year and 11 days apart, so that means we have a much more demented relationship.
I mean, I'm probably a bad brother for not knowing exactly, but I'm pretty sure my stepbrother's only like a year and a half or 2 younger than I am.
I mean, that's stepbrother though. That's a little different.
But we were trying to think of how long my mom's been married to my stepdad. But we were probably younger than 10 when they got married, if I had to guess. So we've been step siblings for a long time.
Oh, so essentially what you're saying is it's not a justifiable amount of time to not know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, come on. Sometimes I forget how old I am.
Dude, I don't know what it is about the second pair of those pillars, but I can't do them. There's just something that doesn't connect.
I believe in you. Remember that I'm here for you if you need assistance.
David,
Yes.
a fun known fact about my family is that we have a very irrational amount of pride.
Oh, I know.
That's a big drum.
Can I hear how well you guys are at playing games though?
My brother's a lot better than I am. Don't tell him I said that. Come on!
Hey Ian, can you drive to Sean's house and take his remote?
Ian's just plot twist. My brother lives with you.
Yeah, that's who I was talking to. Ian's my wife, man. What are you talking about? Who do you think I was married
That
to this whole
explains a
time?
lot. You couldn't get to me, so you went to the next best thing.
I mean, can you blame me?
Yes, I can. But I won't.
But you should.
I probably should. I should probably have a lot of concerns. Then who was? Then was your wife just my brother in a wig?
Yep. Pulls it off pretty well, doesn't he?
Yep. If your real wife's actually watching, our mom and dad miss you. So come home. September 28th.
2020.
We gotta say that even when it's no longer that actually the date.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
we're
just gonna be
in, like,
that's just gonna be the day.
we're gonna be our dad. We're gonna be like dads in our 40s. It is like 2042 at this point, but we still say September 28th, 2020, and then we just don't add any context to that, and the kids are gonna be like, "Aren't you thinking of September 11th, 2001?"
Oh my gosh, why'd you bring it to that?
Because that's the only relevant date in September.
Yeah, but not for like a happy thing, not for a joke.
But is comedy dying a happy thing?
It's a lot better than September 11th.
Yeah, I can't disagree with
Yeah.
that one. I'd be a bad American. I'd be a terrible person if I did. Never forget.
I like how you were about to say I'd be a terrible American.
I
Just terrible
realized,
person in
no!
general.
Yeah, there's no redeemable quality to that. I got the rhythm down on that.
We're playing enough Rock Band, man. Did you play Rock Band or Guitar Hero when those were big?
Oh yeah.
What's your piece on Rock Band?
So I think Rock Band was more fun to play with friends. I think I had more fun playing Guitar Hero.
I'm on the same page.
However, when Guitar Hero came out with their games where you could play with Rock Band controllers, game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, Guitar Hero Metallica.
Never played it.
It's hard to find as many friends that would want to play that one for some reason.
Metallica's like your dad's heavy metal.
I was being sarcastic. Yeah, I know, that makes sense. I'll just say it.
That is
September 28th.
That is kind of what every Guitar Hero was, though.
Right.
I think my family kind of came late to the train because I only had one older sibling. I shouldn't say had. I have one older sibling. She's still with us. And
She's still with us.
and we didn't play until I think Guitar Hero 3, which came out in probably like '07. And at that point, like, I was 10 and my older sister was 16, I think. And so we were a little late to the party for Guitar Hero, but we thought that that game was perfect. How's it going, Sean?
I want to dead.
Do you need a helping hand yet, or are you doing good?
No, no helping.
He's gonna make his way through this lost city.
Making my way downtown, feeling dead,
That is it.
feeling lost. On the inbound. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And I need you. And I miss you. And now I wonder.
I always think of White Chicks when I hear that song.
If I could wipe with single ply,
Oh my gosh. Parody idea.
I'd save cash and lots of time. I know I'd save 1,000 stalls, but I would just go poop.
Tomorrow night.
September 28th.
Let it poop. Let it poop.
Let it poop. Okay, Dave, would you like me to tell the context of that?
I would very much appreciate if you did. I think you're just better at telling stories.
Okay, so for about 10 months, David and I lived together, and it was a very magical experience, but also we did some really dumb things. And one of those dumb things, and this one was on my personal end. Get it, personal end, because, well, anyway. I would go to I would go to the bathroom and make it known by playing a parody of Let It Go from Frozen called Let Me Poop, and it was from a child. And you can find this on YouTube. It is absolutely a horrendous cover, but I would play it all the way through.
Grammy worth. That girl should win a Grammy and be the youngest person to do so.
You make good points. In fact, David will in the description down below. So if he forgets, he's a garbage person. No, I'm kidding.
I'll give free publicity to that little girl. Don't take that out of context.
I don't like that. In that case, David, not all publicity is good publicity.
I had to turn around and explain to my wife what that statement was for. Because you told the whole story and she can't hear you. And she just hears me say, I'll give free publicity to that little girl. And she's over there like, excuse me?
Yeah, tell my brother it's all good.
Hey, Ian, it's all fine. It's all good and dandy. He says you suck eggs.
Aww.
Good kick there.
He knew I'd know what that meant. Making my way through Crash.
Taking out the trash. Yeah.
getting a rash, and I'm homebound.
Growing a stash. Updating fashion.
September 28th.
Hey, my rhymes are on fleek. I'm giving Eminem a run for his money.
September 28th.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that. That's one of my favorite Dr. Phil moments. It's never thought I'd say that in sentence, but here we are.
It's documented. Everyone's gonna see it.
Now, Sean, you've been outed as a big Dr. Phil fan. Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience today? Yeah, Dr. Phil, I think you're great. Thank you for that. September 28th.
He's actually in a pretty funny clip. Back on that Saw topic that we talked about an episode or two ago. So you know the movies Scary Movie, where they're making parodies of scary movies and such. I want to say it was probably Scary Movie 4, but they're making fun of the first one, which many people would consider for the Saw franchise that have watched it. The first one's up there for being one of the better ones. But it all takes place in like one abandoned like bathroom type deal. But in the Scary Movie, the people in the trap are Dr. Phil and Shaquille O'Neal. And
Heck yeah.
You should just watch the clip. It's pretty good.
I've never seen the Scary Movies, and I've always wanted to.
Even if you don't like horror movies, there are things you should watch. I feel like you would appreciate them more if you've seen scary movies that they're making fun of, but I would say they're not necessary.
The only scary movies I actually like make a point to go see are the Jordan Peele movies.
So like Us and what was the other one?
Get Out.
Get Out. I saw them both. I liked both of them a lot. I think Us will stick with me more, but
I think Us doesn't get the credit due.
I agree. I think a lot of people were, because like Get Out was super good in its time, and it still like stands to it. And they like, oh, is Jordan Peele gonna outdo himself? I think people put that on directors too much and being like, oh, if it's not like this, then we're gonna.
How did that happen?
If they don't like exceed what they had already done, then it's bad, and that's kind of what they did for Us. Even though, to me, maybe it's because the characters. I like having a set of main characters together that kind of set up like the main team. And since Us more or less had 4 main characters, is kind of matching up to Get Out, which had, when you're thinking about it, pretty much one main character that it rounds it out more for me.
Right. Well, also on top of that too, I think it's just the thing of it's amazing what expectations can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll use The Last of Us as an example.
Do you want to talk about it next episode?
Let's talk about it next episode because it sounds like we probably should.
Let's do it. Come back next time to hear Sean's input about The Last of Us.
Do it on a daily dose of Murphy.
Just do it!